Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our Goldsmith level 53 episode. Alright, let's get started with Marcel. What do you got for us today for the, I believe it was an anniversary gift we were working on? Marcel would speak with you about the music box you will be crafting. Lancy, I believe it is time we began working on Madame Peak's music box. I've taken the liberty of choosing the song myself. It is a piece of particular sentimental value to my client and her dear husband, and one of the finest pieces from the songstress's repertoire, if I do say so myself. As for what physical form the music box is to take, that is for the artisan to decide. I suggest you begin by speaking with our client yourself. Worry not, I have already made the necessary arrangements. She awaits you at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Alright, let's go learn some more about our client so we can get a better feel for what exactly we want to make this music box into. Alright, hello there, Jeweled Peak. You are the goldsmith who will be crafting my music box, yes? Marcel has told me all about you. My expectations are high, but I trust you would not have been chosen for the task were you not capable of meeting them. Yes, I can scarcely wait to see what manner of extravagant masterpiece you will create for me. It will be a masterpiece, yes? A work of delicate, refined elegance, but sturdy enough to stand up to daily use and still last as an heirloom for eras to come. It will be inlaid with a great gemstone of perfect cut and clarity, yes? Oh, but of course it will. Marcel knows I would settle for nothing less. But what sort of gemstone would suffice? I've always liked rubies. Ah, but sapphires are so beautiful as well. Perhaps both, if that wouldn't be too ostentatious. Heavens, I'm starting to confuse myself. Oh, but look at the time. I'm afraid I must be off. Do give my regards to Marcel. Alright, she wants it inlaid with the finest jewelry. Or finest gemstones, rather. Got it. Alright, let's go report back to Marcel and see what we can do to start getting work done on this music box. A music box is the purest gold adorned with a great ruby and sapphire. Sturdy enough to be played each day and yet still lasts as an heirloom to be passed down through generations. Why, that is so exceptionally inspired, it's a wonder I wasn't the one who thought of it. As the music box itself will be quite large, we will require stones of impressive size to match. It will be no small task to see that all elements, gold and gemstone alike, are balanced, complementing each other and achieving perfect harmony. Before commencing our work on our client's piece, you would do well to hone your skills by crafting a piece requiring similar materials and techniques. Let me see. Why yes, a hard silver bangle of casting might very well suffice. Fashion me one that I might judge whether or not you are ready to proceed. That is very reasonable. Might want to make sure I can work with the materials before we start wasting them on the actual music box. Alright, let me pull up my list of things we need for this craft. And I've got a few things I need to pre-craft real quick, so let's switch over to Alchemist briefly. And we want to make Grade 1 Intelligence Dissolvent? Yes. Alright, while this is going, let's go over the material list. So, starting out with the crystals, we're going to need 20 wind shards, 4 fire crystals, 28 wind crystals, and 4 water crystals. For time gathering, in Eastern Lenosha, we can mine up 1 volcanic rock salt. In the Churning Mist, we do not have access to this quite yet for where we are in the main story. But we will need to fish up 2 Mogpoms from the Churning Mist. I went ahead and bought them off the market board. Okay, let me see. Next thing I need to pre-craft is some star rubies and star sapphires. Ooh, my macro isn't set up for this tier of crafting. Let's hope it's fine. I'm actually nervous about this. I should have done a test craft real quick. Please be enough. Please be enough. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that had me nervous. Okay, at the very least, we know the craft will finish. I need to make... okay. While that's going, let's continue going down our crafting list. For our regular gathering, from the South Shroud, we need to mine up 2 silver ore. In Northern Thanalan, we can mine up 4 basilisk eggs. In the Churning Mist, I don't know if we have access to this yet, but if we do, we need 10 hard silver sand from mining. If we don't have access, I would have just got it off the market board, but I don't remember buying all that much, so I probably mined it up myself. In the Ravanian Forelands, we can mine up 6 raw star sapphires and 6 raw star rubies. And then from enemy drops, in Kurthus Western Highlands, we can fight Deep Eyes just north of Falcon's Nest for 4 Deep Eye Tears. For our pre-crafts, we can do as Goldsmith, level 40. We can make 4 Basilisk Whetstones. At level 54, we can make 2 Hard Silver Nuggets. At level 55, we can make 2-star Rubies and 2-star Sapphires. And then finally, as an Alchemist, at level 54, we can make 1 Grade 1 Intelligence Dissolvent. And that should be everything we need to be able to make a hard silver bangle of casting. Alright, let's get this pre-craft finished, and then we can get the craft done, and then we should be able to hand it over. And let's make sure we're pulling out the materia. I need so much materia. Okay, now then, it was Hard Silver Bangle of Casting. There you are, right there. Let me actually, I'm gonna handcraft this one, I think. I'll need to update my macros. Oh, and we only need regular quality. Interesting. I'll need to update my macros for level 55 crafts. Probably should have done that already, but oh well. Okay, it's going pretty smoothly. I'm just, again, not confident that my macros are set up properly for this. Easy. Alright, let's extract more materia that we just got, and then hand it over. Here you are, Marcel. Have you fashioned the hard silver bangle of casting that I requested? Show it to me and I will evaluate the quality of your work. I've got it right here. By Thal, I have seen many a bangle in my day, but never one that exuded such grace. I can see why Mr. Serendipity spoke so highly of you, Lancy. Technical skill and aesthetic sensitivity, an artisan who lacks one or the other is no true artisan at all. But you clearly possess both, and in spades, my good woman. Yes, if anyone can give form to the formless and breathe a heart into metal, it is you. You are a worthy heir to my mentor's legacy if ever there was one. And yet even one of your already estimable skills must not neglect your practice. Our client expects no less than a masterpiece after all. Continue to hone your skills and I shall call upon you before long. Well, good to hear that we have completely earned your confidence. Level 70, nice. Alright, I'm gonna go double check that I have all the ingredients I need for our level 53 to 54 crafting for today, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get started on our level 53 to 54 crafts. And let's start with crystals. Starting off, we need 145 wind shards. Teamcraft? I think I broke Teamcraft. The wind shard menu is just stuck open. I hovered over to double check the name and it got stuck open. There we go, fixed it. Okay, 145 wind shards, 1 lightning shard, 10 water shards, 227 fire crystals, 257 wind crystals, 9 lightning crystals, and 60 water crystals. In terms of our time gathering, from Eastern Lenosha we can mine up 5 volcanic rock salt, In Kurth's Central Highlands, we can mine up 6 Dark Seal ore. And we can't access this quite yet with where we are in the main story, but in the Turning Mist, we can use Botany for 4 Dravanian Mistletoe. I went ahead and just used the market board to get those. Okay, let's see. In terms of fishing, looks like we're going to need 2 Mog Palms. Honestly, we already used the Mog Palms in the previous craft that we did for the quest itself, and there are still leftover ingredients from doing that craft, so it's not too urgent. But if somehow you need to get more Mog Palms, again, either fish them up in Turning Mist from areas we can't access yet, or buy them off the market board. We need 2 Mog Palms total. From the Sea of Clouds at the Cloud Top fishing hole, we can get 2 Blue Cloud Coral from fishing. You need to have Snaggy on for those in particular. Next up, for our regular gathering, in the Central Shroud, we can use Botany for 8 Cotton Bowl. In the South Shroud, we can use Mining for 8 Silver Ore, 5 Effervescent Water, and 3 Raw Spinel. In Upper Lenosha, we can mine 4 Electrum Ore. In Western Thanalin, we can mine 2 Iron Ore. In Central Thanalin, we can mine up 5 Rock Salt. In Southern Thanalin, we can mine up 15 Silex and 20 Mithril Ore. In Northern Thanalin, we can mine up 2 Grenade Ash and 24 Basilisk Eggs. In Kurth's Central Highlands, we can mine up 1 Jade. In the Kurth's Western Highlands, we can mine up 30 Raw Memorian, 6 Raw Larimar, 104 Mithrite Sand, 72 Mithrite Ore, 4 Dragon Obsidian. Then we can use Botany for 12 Rainbow Cotton Bowl, 2 Mistil, and 15 Cedar Logs. Next up, in the Ravanian Forelands, we can mine up 10 Titanium Ore, 30 raw Agate, and 4 Dravanian Spring Water. And in the Turning Mist, we can mine up 40 Hard Silver Sand. Alright, next up is drops from enemies. From Yetis in Kurth's Western Highlands, that are going to be south of Camp Riversmeet, we can get 10 Yeti Fangs. From Gelato on the frozen lake of Banepool at the north end of Kurth's Western Highlands, we can fight Gelato for 6 Gelato Flesh. From Deep Eyes, just north of Falcon's Nest in Kurth's Western Highlands, we can get 22 Deep Eye Tears. From Wyverns in the southwest of the Dravanian Forelands, we can get 2 Wyvern Wings. From Brown Bears in the forest north of Tail Feather, up in the Dravanian Forelands, we can get 2 Bear Fat. And then finally, from Bane Mites in the North Shroud, we can get 2 Diorite Webs. From our Grand Companies, we can trade 800 Grand Company Seals for 4 Pudding Flesh. We can trade 1,000 Grand Company Seals for 5 Minium. And we can trade 2,000 Grand Company Seals for 10 Aqueous Whetstones. Alright, from there it's on to pre-crafting. Let's see. So, as a carpenter, at level 51, we can craft 3 cedar lumber. At level 50, for blacksmith or armor, we can craft 2 dark steel nuggets. We can craft 20 mithrite nuggets at level 51. 18 mithrite ingots at level 52. 2 titanium nuggets at level 54. As a goldsmith, we can craft 24 basilisk whetstones at level 40, 1 jadeite at level 40, 3 3 Spinella at level 41, 1 Electrum Ingot at level 42, 10 Agate at level 51, 2 Larimar at level 53, 8 Hard Silver Nuggets at level 54, 10 Mormorian at level 54. As a weaver, we can craft 1 Dew Thread at level 23, 4 crafts of Rainbow Thread for 7 total at level 51, 1 Rainbow Cloth at level 51. Then moving on to Alchemist, we can craft 5 Natron at level 25, 5 Crystal Glass at level 50, 1 Enchanted Mithrite Ink at level 51, 2 Void Glue also at level 51, 2 crafts of Holy Water for 6 total at level 52, then 1 craft of grade 1 Dexterity Dissolvent to get 2 total at level 53, 1 craft of Strength Dissolvent at level 53 for 2 total, then 1 craft of Intelligence Dissolvent at level 54 for 2 total, 1 craft of Mind Dissolvent at level 54 for 2 total, 1 craft of Vitality Dissolvent at level 54 for 2 total. Then finally, as a carpenter, we can craft 2 Holy Cedar Lumber at level 52, and as a weaver, we can craft 1 Holy Rainbow Cloth at level 52, and that is all the pre-crafting. I did include enough ingredients so we can make 2 of all the rings, as well as be able to craft the collectible that we're going to be handing in a little bit. I'll be back when I finish my crafting, we'll take care of the collectible, and we will wrap up for the day. Alright, crafting finished, made everything, including 2 of the Mormorian rings, since the Yeti Fang rings are technically already outclassed, though I probably should look at the subsets to be absolutely sure on that. It's fine. Alright, let me just go ahead and start dumping. No, you know what? I'll take care of putting things in my inventory or in my armory chest and sorting out my gear on my own time. For now, let's finish up today by making today's collectible, which is the rarefied Mithrite Needle. And then we can go hand that in for script, which will inevitably go towards more materia. I'm going to deal with figuring out materia melds on my own time, because it's really not that critical at this part of the game. Materia melds are only really important if you are doing like endgame content or current content. If you're like working on extreme trials or savage fights or especially ultimate fights. And that's not where we are at right now. That said, I'm still going to do materia melds because I like to do that. It is good brain scratches. But it'll be something I worry about on my own time. And for crafting and gathering, yeah, materia melds super helpful for hitting various breakpoints for getting bonuses in gathering or for making it easier to craft high-end stuff, but we're not at the high-end endgame crafting for Heavensward yet, so not too worried about that. I'm still gonna do it, because it's nice, I like doing it, but... Alright, let's go ahead and hand over that rarefied Mithrite Needle for script. And with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, what are we doing? Looks like next time we will be doing some leather working. Alright, I'll see everyone next time for that.